South Africa has been shining, but at least in this terrible genocide, they're shining even more. At the World Court, South Africa accuses Israel of genocide in Gaza. And of
Mhm.
course, the United States comes to their defense, saying, "Oh, we don't believe in that." But there's an article here that I wanted to bring up, Sheikh Yasir, maybe some comments that you and I can have together. South Africa accused Israel on Thursday of carrying out a genocide in Gaza and demanded that the UN's top court order an emergency suspension of Israel's devastating military campaign in the Palestinian enclave, a military campaign that's being funded by the
Mhm.
US government. That's not in the article. That's just me talking. All of those missiles, all of those bombs, all of that ammo, the US is sending it. And as US citizens, we want the US to stop giving aid to this state of Israel. You are
Yeah.
killing innocent people. On the first of 2 days of the hearings at the International Court of Justice, the ICJ, South Africa said Israel's offensive, which has demolished much of the coastal enclave, killing more than 23,000 people, according to Gaza health authorities, aimed to bring about the destruction of the population of Gaza. The intent to destroy Gaza has been nurtured at the highest level of state.
Mm.
And this is evident from the way in which the military attack is being conducted. And then they had a lot of evidence showing what the soldiers are doing, what the soldiers have claimed they're going to do, what top individuals within the Israeli government, like Netanyahu himself, has publicly claimed he wants to do to the Palestinian people. And he has the audacity to come on TV the other day saying, "Oh, no, 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 we're not trying to destroy Gaza. You've already destroyed Gaza. We're not trying to kill its people." And then I think it was, I don't have it in front of me, but it was, there was some Twitter account of one group. It was a Zionist group. I don't know if you saw this tweet that if Israel wanted to perform a genocide in Gaza, it could. Did you see this tweet?
I
It
mean,
was,
I've heard that line a
oh,
lot. Yeah.
it was so disgusting and so
Yeah.
vile that they eventually took it down. But this is how they think.
Mhm.
MashaAllah, South Africa, may Allah bless you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide you all collectively to that which He loves. Sheikh Yasser, some comments on this.
No, I think, there's no doubt that South Africa is taking a stance of real honor and dignity. And it's from the history that that country has been through. And
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela said that, our freedom is incomplete without the freedom of the Palestinian people, because it's the freedom of what's happening to our the people of South what happened to the people of South Africa is certainly an extension to what's happening to the people of Palestine and other places, and so there is a truth there that's very apparent, and the majority of the world sees and knows. And when you actually look at the meticulous documentation
Yeah.
that the South Africans provided, like meticulous documentation. This is not some sensationalist propaganda document. No, it's a legal document with meticulous documentation, with quotes. Because one thing that the Israeli regime has been very open, very transparent about its motivations, about its intent. It's you can find volumes of rhetoric that is deeply problematic, and so I think, and the interesting thing is that the only response is propaganda.
Yeah.
The response to it is like, oh, this is all just a ploy. South Africa it's run by Hamas. South Africa is anti-Semitic. It's like, you can't just
Unbelievable.
keep on employing the same tired propaganda tropes. There's a point in time where you actually have to speak truth to truth, fact to fact. There's something called accountability. It's like you sit in front of a court of law. Okay, you don't like these facts and this evidence. Well, speak to the evidence, but don't. Unfortunately, we live in a world where the truth and the facts and the reality of things are proactively hidden, obscured, drowned out with noise and propaganda and yelling and shaming and bullying. And these tactics, they're so counter civilization. the human civilization that should be rooted in prophetic traditions, the traditions of Moses and Jesus and Muhammad, and people of honor and dignity, and who speak the truth even if it's bitter. I don't know if you saw, there was a one of the Knesset members, not one of the Arab ones, one of the, like, Israeli. I don't know what his background is, but like, he spoke up,
Yeah.
and very
Yeah.
forcefully.
Yeah.
I saw a few of his clips, and it's, and you think it's easy for him in that context where he's being so thoroughly attacked and assaulted for speaking up, but he's speaking the truth. What benefit is he gaining by speaking the truth in that moment, and really going up the status quo and the trend of his own, uh, you know, uh, exact, peer pressure. So I think, what we find with this South Africa move is that what they're presenting are the facts.
Yeah.
It's data. It's backed by meticulous annotation. And I hope and pray that the people of the world, because very often you're also negotiating the public opinion, is that the people of the world appreciate when there's actual data being presented and facts, and it's not just stories and narratives and propaganda and shaming and blaming and bullying. And that's just,
Yeah.
that type of context does not result in harmony.
No, anyone in Israel who is actually trying to speak up to stop this war has, I don't know if you saw the videos, they've been stomped upon, they've been attacked, they've been beaten in the streets.
Mhm.
It's crazy. And so for a Knesset member to be able to get up there and say something is incredible. But at the end of the day, this is the Dajjalic satanic system. I mean, this happened during
Mm.
the time of the Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa ala alihi, where the shaitan came in with Quraysh and they're trying to come up with ideas about what to do. Sayyidina Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, well, let's kill him, and let's do this, and let's do that. This is all they know. And then they try to act through, they try to rebrand the concept of killing into, oh, we're doing something noble because he's causing all this fitna in our community. The Palestinians just want to live, and you're trying to murder each one of them so you can take over that land completely. And look what's happening in Jenin in the West Bank. All of it. They're going there, raising the streets, they're destroying everything because it's a satanic system.